Welcome to the show where the real ones ride. From the Browns to the block, we bring that pride. No cap, no spin, just talk that hits. From downtown lights to the Lake Erie grid. Yeah. Steam rises high off the Cuyahoga flame. In the city of work, we don't play no games. Yeah. Skyline whispers stories of hustle and grind. Cleveland's heartbeat never falls behind. It's 216, where the voices collide. Holding it down like a tide won't subside. No fluff, just fire. This truth takes flight. Let's get to the facts, yeah, starting tonight.
Welcome to Let's Get to the Facts podcast. I am your host, Doss. I will be joined by my co-host, Coach Shot. As y'all know, we do this every Monday. 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, we talk about any and everything. We talk about sports. We're local, so we talk about Cleveland sports first and foremost. Then we talk about everything nationally after that. Because we are educated black men, we do get into other things besides sports. We do talk entertainment. We talk politics and everything. Like I said, I'm waiting for Coach Shot to join me. Y'all know how we do every Monday, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a great time. We want to welcome y'all for joining in to the podcast as y'all do every Monday. Make sure y'all click the link, man, at YouTube's. Follow us on YouTube at Let's Get to the Facts podcast. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It don't hurt y'all to go ahead and click that link, man, to join in the conversation. We love interacting with people online and everything. So with that being said, start us off. I want to say, Let's Get to the Facts podcast is sponsored by No More Struggling Entertainment, the original Bonuts, and OPM Clothing Line. So with that being said, and since I ain't got Coach Shy here, I'm talking to y'all. How was y'all weekend, man? How was y'all feeling? How did things go for y'all this weekend? Did y'all get a chance to watch the combine? Y'all seeing what's going on in the free agency world? What did y'all like? What's y'all take on that? That's what I'm looking for right now until we get Coach in here and we can start doing our bantering like we always do. So let me see if anybody's responding in. What's going on? How was y'all weekend? So let's get into these topics. Marty, we got people responding on the YouTube. All right. So first topic of the day, what we're going to get into, free agency. So when we're looking at this free agency situations, the Cleveland Browns just got a new tackle. We got a tackle that came in from the Houston Texans. Seems to be very promising. We're looking to protect Shedeur Sanders. And, you know, I actually like the pick. I did a little bit of researching on this man. I think his name is Tyus Howard. You know, I did a little research on him, so I like what I'm seeing. That Monken and Andrew Berry, they about to start solidifying the offensive line, which I think is something that we really, really need to do to support Shedeur Sanders because we know he had the worst offensive line last year. So us bringing in this guy, I think was a very smart move in order to move the team in the right direction because, like I said, the focus for the free agency, it needs to be offensive line. It needs to be, and weapons. We need offensive line. We need weapons to protect Shedeur. And so the Browns got a new tackle. The only thing I'm not so sure about is they got him for $63 million, and that seems like a pretty high price tag, seeing how we got other roles and other spots we need to fill when it comes to solidifying all of our gaps. So that's what I'm really interested in. Did y'all see that? What's y'all takes on that? What do y'all think about that? Hold on, I got people still coming in on YouTube responding. I like the fact that I see all these people like joining in on TikTok as well. Let's see. Invite again. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I think it's super important that we do everything we need to support Shador Sanders, man. Like I keep hinting at everybody. Like if people listen to me, if I'm the GM of the Cleveland Browns, if people are listening to me, they're going to do what I'm saying. You can get Shador Sanders weapons, and you can do it right because Travis Kelce is available. He's a hometown kid, so get him one good year in Cleveland so he can play in front of his hometown crowd. People will go crazy over that. Get Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and trade either. I say trade the 6th-round pick and get Justin Jefferson. Trade Judy and Justin Jefferson. I mean, not Justin Jefferson. Trade Judy and a 6th-round pick for Justin Jefferson. You take that and you put that together, you got a Super Bowl winning offense. Now you just shore up the offensive line. You good to go. There's Haslam's. The Haslam's go spending big on players that are not guaranteed to be worth that in the long run. You are correct about that. I'm not 100% sure if, like I said, I did a little research on him. I do know he's did all his time in Houston. What's scary is the fact that they chose to let him go. Like they could have kept him to protect CJ Stroud, and they chose not to. So they chose to let him go. And then I saw that they let another lineman go to the Detroit Lions. So it's like, are they blowing up the offense? Because I know they're actually considering getting rid of CJ Stroud too. Up here comes Coach Shot in the building.
What up, Coach? Sorry about the delay.
It's all right, man. We just talking about the fact we got this offensive tackle from Houston. And I was just talking about that Houston look like they're blowing up their offensive line because they let another offensive lineman go to the Detroit Lions too. Yeah. I know there's talks about possibly letting go of CJ Stroud. So I think that's kind of interesting as well. But what do you think of this pickup of the offensive tackle for the Browns?
I like it. I looked at dude. He played everywhere damn near everywhere on the line.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, not like 1 or 2 snaps, but over 50 at every position I could say.
Yeah.
Damn near. So he looked like he's very versatile. I want to go back on the Houston thing because it's funny, real quick. The other day I heard, I think it was like last week, talking about, I forgot what show I was watching. They was talking about, would the Browns trade a pick for CJ Stroud?
No. Hell no.
You wouldn't trade for CJ Stroud?
Hell no. Hell no.
Why not, Coach?
He had one good year. Good year. I'm not, no. Wait a minute. Are we talking about the 2 first-round picks? Or are we talking about just?
It wasn't a first-round pick. It just said, I know it wasn't a first-round pick. It was a later pick. It didn't say what pick, but it wasn't one of the 2 first.
Somebody said that Gibbs is going to go nuclear next season with Montgomery gone. I don't know about that. I think they honestly need each other, truth be told.
I think they needed each other too. With the Houston thing, I know they trying to pay a lot of them guys on the defense, like Will Anderson. They trying to give him some more money, so that's why they traded away that pick to the Browns. Plus, they already had drafted dude's successor anyway. Who the guy that they traded to us, and the other dude. I mean, shoot, you got David Montgomery out of it. I like that one, and then. I think it was a fair thing. I think, and also this draft got a lot of offensive linemen, so I think they'd be all right. And so is free agency. So, yeah, they under a rebuild. I wouldn't be shocked to even see like a what's homeboy Wyatt Teller over at Houston or something like that. I wouldn't be shocked.
Somebody said last week I got excited when I heard it, but I haven't heard it since. But I saw somebody on TikTok that said that Nico Collins was trying to go to the Seahawks.
I know you'd be excited.
So man, when I heard that, I was like, "Ooh, I'm definitely feeling that one."
So
but
how you feel about I'm hearing Geno to the Vikings?
I'm not like no here nor there. I heard it was either him or Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Now I think if Kyler Murray got those weapons, he gonna go crazy. However, I think the big thing they getting rid of Jones.
Yeah, they getting rid of their running back.
And I don't know why, but for the life of me, I think that's a terrible move. I think that is a horrible move to get rid of him. Because he provides a spark that people just not, don't seem to be paying attention to or worried about. And or thinking about, I should say. So I don't know, man. I'm sitting back and I'm like, hey, I like the move that the Browns did, but all these other moves is looking a little suspect and questionable. I don't think Gibbs is gonna go crazy without Montgomery because he's gonna need a break. I like Gibbs. I like the way he runs and everything, but I don't think that he's going to go crazy because Montgomery, it's like Kevin Mack and Ernest Biner type of feel. You know what I'm saying? Like they bounce off of each other and they balance each other out. Because there's only one running back in today's game. One running back in today's game who can really carry the load by himself right now. Honestly, I'll go two. Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Those are the only two that can really carry the load for their teams as a running back solo. I don't think there's any other running backs in the game. And I like Kenneth Walker, and I think Kenneth Walker can do it, but I think he do need times when he needs spells.
Yeah. I think just about every running back needs it. And I ain't gonna lie, I like when you have a number one and a number two running back that can go both carry the rock.
Exactly.
But since we're on the running back conversation, it's funny because I was watching, I'm scrolling, it's my lunch break, and I'm scrolling through Twitter, and it came on, I think it was like ESPN or whatever dude name is Goldhammer or whatever, Aaron, whatever, ESPN something for Cleveland, and he was like basically saying that the Browns should draft Jeremiah Love at the 6th pick. I'm like, so we just spent two picks last year on two running backs. Like, what sense does that make?
Depends. People don't use common sense. Now, what I would do though, I would bring in Jones.
Yeah,
I would bring in Jones until we can get Quashad Junkins back together. But I would bring in Jones and let him and Sampson and carry the load. Ford ain't gonna be here, so unless I don't think there's a market for Ford, honestly. So, and I like the other two backs that ended up finishing off the season. That were the other backups also. I like them guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd be cool. Like in a couple of mock drafts that I done took a running back like 6th or 7th round just because. You know what I'm saying? But I think we'll be cool.
We don't need a running back that tough. Like we got a running back.
Not necessarily, yeah.
Yeah, not at no 6. So I was like, nah, I'm good. But as we talked about it, so the Lions trade Montgomery. I find this to be real interesting because Montgomery's kind of been a journeyman until he got to Detroit. Now he didn't made himself known as a power runner, but does this mean that what's his name? Mixon not coming back? Joe Mixon?
Oh no, they say he ain't coming back.
He not coming back?
Yeah, I heard he wasn't coming back.
Oh, okay.
I heard they was gonna let Joe test the free agent waters.
And they let Chubb go?
I think so, but I think Joe should go back to where he came from, which is Cincinnati. They ain't been right without him.
I think that's where Ford should go.
Jerome Ford?
Yeah.
Nah. He should go play for the Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
We go to the Canadian League.
Yeah. Like,
So
yeah.
I don't know, but that this trade was interesting to me because they gave up the offensive lineman, a third, and I believe either a third, fourth, and fifth, or just a third and fifth for Montgomery.
They gave up. I know they gave up a pick this year in alignment, and I think they gave up a 2027 draft pick.
Okay, so I know, but this year it's a lineman and a third, right?
Yeah, let me double check on that for you. But I believe so.
So I thought that was interesting because, like I said, man, it's just to me, it's interesting that they're gonna, you know, what I'm saying they're letting these linemen go. So, what do you think about that price tag that the Browns got him for? $63 million.
I think it's good because one, the NFL increased their cap, so it added the extra, I think $20 or $30 million to every team.
Okay,
so that's good. It's basically a 2-year contract. It's not really a 3.
Okay.
So I'm okay with it. It's like 2, and then let's see what happens after that. I mean, this is his third NFL contract. He's about to turn 30, so I think it's a safe one.
Okay. 63 mil though, that's a lot. And then you know people be coming to Cleveland and mysteriously get hurt.
But see, that's the thing though, Coach. $63 million is a lot to us, but not in the league for a veteran like him. That ain't it's a nice amount.
Yeah.
But it really ain't a lot when you got some of the linemen, when you break that down over, let's just say it is over 3 years, it's really not that much. I mean, it's a lot to us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we looking at what, about 20 something a year?
Let's see here. You said how many million?
63 million. So we're looking at about 20.1.
If you divide over 3 years, it's $21 million a year.
Okay, so there you go. I said 20.1, but that's what I actually meant was 21.
Yeah. Either way go, you still in the same ballpark.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll see if he's worth it or not. That's the whole thing, man.
This is, I found out. Okay, so the Lions they got a this year's 4th round pick, 27 7th round pick in alignment for Montgomery.
Okay.
So basically, they got a 4th, a 7th, and they gave up a lineman.
Okay.
I mean, they added a lineman.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I guess we're gonna see where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
All right. So did you get a chance to watch the combine this week?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was so busy, I didn't get to watch nothing. It was my sister's husband's birthday party on Saturday.
Okay.
I ain't get home till 5:30 in the morning, Coach. So that should tell you.
You was kicking it.
Nah, I was kicking and working.
Man, that's great. 5 a.m. Woo. All right. Okay.
But I did, the highlights. I did pay attention. I paid attention to my Buckeyes. So shout out to Lorenzo Styles Jr., Sonny Styles, Arville Reese. Who else was out there? Carnell Tate. I don't give a fuck what they talk about his 40 time. I don't give a rat's ass.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
I don't care. And who was the dude, man? 2 other people surprised me.
Talking about that quarterback from Arkansas?
No.
Okay.
It was a quarterback, but one from Arkansas was Pounds. His vertical was ridiculous.
Okay.
And then I believe
that's the DB. That's the DB, right? From Indiana?
Yeah, from Indiana.
Okay.
And then I think it was those was it, really, because everybody else did what I thought they was gonna do, but I really just paid attention to my Buckeyes mainly.
Okay. So I had a chance to watch. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. I was really impressed with I was impressed with a lot of the speed that I saw. Yeah. That was the one thing that I really liked that I saw. I was really impressed with that. The speed that I saw coming out was surprising. When I saw that quarterback run a 4.37 from Arkansas and the running back ran a 4.33 or 4.32, I was like, y'all got all this speed and y'all wasn't like That's crazy to me. Maybe y'all didn't use it because the quarterback actually had a crazy vertical also. And I noticed that they did a lot of emphasis on the vertical this year. Like there's always emphasis on the 40. It was a lot of emphasis on the vertical this year.
It was because usually it's always the 40 time, the like, and they pay attention to the the shuttles and the agility, but it was a lot of emphasis on the vertical. I don't know if that has anything to do with batting out balls or whatever, but they paid a lot of attention to it.
They did. They put a lot of attention into the vertical this year. But so I was really surprised by that.
Yeah, I got to talk about Lorenzo Styles though, man.
Show it out.
I watched this kid. Yeah, he did. I watched him when he was at Notre Dame. I watched him when he transferred to Ohio State, and I knew he was a good DB. And I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think the Browns should draft him to play the nickel spot. He played the nickel in college. He knows how to play outside too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one hell of he's a good ass football player. But to run a 4.27,
yeah,
it's ridiculous. I knew the kid was fast when he returned that kickoff in Ohio State game, but god damn, he's fast.
And and honestly, all three of them boys showed out. Cardell Tate had an average showing. It wasn't bad. It could have been better. I'm expecting him to do better at his pro day.
Yeah.
But I was sitting back and I was like Arvell Reese off the charts. He looked great.
Yeah.
I thought he would be a little bit faster. I thought he would probably be a 4.4 guy. He was 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that is not really that big of a difference between the two, truthfully, unless you run in track. But the Styles boys, they look good. The quarterback from Georgia Tech surprised me. He ran a 4.47. I was really surprised by that. So I started hearing them talking about he's going to be like a Taysom Hill type of person.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, all right. I didn't get a chance to see the linemen, but I did look at ESPN and stuff. I was really surprised because they said the top 13 performances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The top 13 performances that Mel Kiper said, not one Ohio State Buckeye was mentioned.
Talking about linemen?
No, I'm talking about overall.
And Mel Kiper.
Mel Kiper's top 13. I'm gonna tell you who he had. I was looking at that before because I was just like, wait a minute, you ain't got none of the Buckeyes on there?
Not one.
Not one. He did have the DB that you was talking about. So here it is. Mel Kiper's top 13 prospects from the NFL Combine. Hold on, let's give it some time to pop up. Okay, here it goes. Number 1, the running back from Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Chris Brazile, wide receiver for Tennessee. Georgia's Zachariah Branch, Caden Proctor, offensive tackle for Alabama. And they got him mentioned saying that he did better than all of the top offensive tackles because he was 40 pounds heavier. Danny Dennis Sutton, defensive end, Penn State. Malachi Lawrence, outside linebacker, UCF. Jack Kelly, linebacker, BYU. Carson Sharar, linebacker, Iowa. Pounds, D'Angelo Pounds, DB for Indiana. Charles Deming from Stephen F. Austin, he's a DB. Kyle Lewis, safety / linebacker from Pittsburgh. Jalen Kilgore, safety from South Carolina. And Bud Clark, safety for TCU.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not one Ohio State Buckeye was mentioned.
I'm gonna say on that one, Mel Kiper was smoking that good pack that night because I understand some of them dudes because Caden Proctor's always been on my radar. The safety from the last safety that you mentioned from TCU, He's been in a whole bunch of my mock drafts where I was like, am I getting him or the safety out of Texas?
Right.
Who else that you mentioned? I don't really like none of them receivers out of University of Washington. I'm sorry.
I don't think Washington was one of them. I think it was Tennessee and
Tennessee, Brazil. Yeah, nah, I'm good. Put it this way, they haven't had too much successes, especially with their recent some of their recent kids out of Tennessee. But put it this way, I understand what I think his thought process was. People that rose during the draft. These are, put it this way, you could be a workout warrior and not be him. So
that is true.
I'm gonna take dude's thing with a grain of salt because like I said, I'm biased, bro. I watched Ohio State, so I see them.
Right.
I see them dudes produce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got a question in from Xander Fuentes. He says, where do we see Kyler Murray going? Honestly, he can go to New York. The Jets, that is.
Yeah, because they're about to release Justin Fields.
Yeah. He can go to New York. He can go to Minnesota. He can go to Miami. So there's landing spots for him. It's just
I got a wild card for you, Coach.
Where's the wild card?
Pittsburgh.
Kyler Murray?
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh? I don't know. They talking about running it back with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Just that wild card is if A. Ron don't come back.
Yeah, I mean that's always a possibility.
Yeah,
that's always a possibility. I don't know, man. Like I think Kyler Murray got to change some things about himself because we know he can play the game, but he needs to check his ego at the door and understand like you won some stuff, but you ain't won the big thing. So it's like, and you already got a terrible reputation for yourself. You need to put your head down and just ball out and show people you know how to play this game.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing I got with that situation, man. Because
I agree.
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, but he definitely gonna be a sought out quarterback. I did hear that Tua is actually in consideration for Minnesota also, which I thought was really interesting.
I think I don't know. Like a dude like Tua, I never saw what people saw in him. So it is what it is. I never thought Tua was him ever.
So to me, it's like Tua was successful. However, he had weapons in Alabama. You had weapons in Miami.
Yeah.
And you still didn't, like, you ain't make nothing happen. So that's either two things. You terrible at quarterbacking or the offensive play calls was horrible.
I think I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Tua should just take whatever money Miami gives him and just, go coach football for Hawaii or something in college. Just chill out. You think it's over, bro?
You think it's over with?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know because his name's still floating around. So Arizona need a quarterback too, though.
He might end up there, but my thing is this. What are you floating around in? I don't know what you're floating around in. Like,
yeah.
My thing is go, like he can go. I can see him in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Minnesota per se. I just if anywhere I see him, he got to play somewhere to me warm or in the dome. Maybe Minnesota because they got that dome, but he ain't going nowhere like no Chicago, like you know what I'm saying? Like no,
he ain't going east.
Yeah, he ain't going east. He ain't going to the Jets or nothing like that. No. Yeah. I can honestly see him in Arizona though.
Oh yeah, possibly. Xander said he sees them. They're signing either Geno or Kyler. So you must be a Minnesota fan. Are you okay with Geno Smith coming in and being the quarterback in Minnesota? Because I don't know if I like that one personally.
Put it this way, I like it more than Kyler Murray.
I like Kyler Murray. I would take Kyler Murray before I take Geno.
I don't like Kyler Murray. He's too short for me, Coach.
I mean, I get it. I get
He's
it.
my height.
Well, so he said if we can get him to sign at a minimum. Well, I mean, he already made his big payday in Seattle, so you might be able to get him.
Talk about Gino?
Yeah. He had his big payday in Seattle, so y'all might be able to get him for a low. He got his $100 million from when he was in Seattle. I don't know. I like Kyler because I think if you put him with the running game that they got and the receivers, I think it'll work. I just don't know why it didn't really work with him and Maserati. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I think Kyler couldn't see over that line, man, because there was times I'm watching the tape where Maserati Marv is wide open. You just couldn't find him in, or you was overthrown.
Maybe he just didn't like him. Because, they was talking about he coming in being the savior for Arizona, and Kyler probably thought that's my role.
He's like, no.
So I don't know. It's something. All right, let's move on, man, because we want to talk about this. So Carnell Tate did his display at the combine. He ran a 4.5440. And there's got a lot of people questioning and jumping on this. My son, who's been a guest on this show, he hit me instantly because he is not feeling Carnell Tate. Everybody's talking about how Carnell Tate let the team down against Indiana and in the playoffs against Miami. So I find that to be real interesting. But now he runs the 40. He runs a 4.54. And people are like really hitting that dude like it's slow. And and so I had to say to my son, I said, there's a list of people who ran that and slower, and there are separators in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb being one of them. So my son said that CeeDee Lamb, that Carnell Tate is not a CeeDee Lamb and not even close to CeeDee Lamb was in college. I'm like, they both were impactful players. So because he didn't have the year that everybody wanted him to have, come on, man. Like, to me, that's crazy.
The kid was an impactful player. He had a great year. His injuries towards the end of the line that kind of derailed him from having a great year. This kid showed up in just about every game that he played in. You know what I'm saying? At the end, that 40 time don't mean nothing to me because I remember, like people like Jerry Rice. He ran I think it was like a 4.6 or some shit.
Yeah, Jerry Rice was a 4. Yeah, I think he was a 4.6. 4.6.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They were saying he was slow, but I seen Jerry Rice separate from motherfuckers on the field. Jerry Rice is one of the best receivers in the game, if not the best that ever played the game. Talking about stats wise. Yes. So it doesn't mean that to me. I look at it like this way. When it comes to speed, you have track speed and you have game speed.
Game speed.
You know what I'm saying? The track speed to me is like an Anthony Schwartz where you just run fast in a straight line.
Yeah.
Game speed is, I can throttle down, I can throttle up, I can cut. I'd rather have that.
Me too. and I'm glad that you said that because people don't seem to understand. Like, I think me personally, they put too much emphasis on the 40.
They do.
Because in football, yes, there's people who run straight routes, but those are usually receivers. Running backs running a 40, they got to get through the trenches before they can bust a 40-yard run. So to me, it's like we're putting too much emphasis on the 40. I've seen many dudes who run terrible 40s, but get into the NFL and can't be caught.
Yeah,
when they break runs. And so I don't know. I would rather take what you said also, game speed player. I want to see the guy that once he busts through that line, what is the explosion like after that? Yeah. That's what I want to see. So, the 40 is good. I prefer my 40 to be with my receivers, not for my running backs. I can care less if my quarterback can run a 40. I mean, as long as he can run 10 yards, you know what I'm saying, and get 10 yards successfully, that's all that matters to me. But I don't even need my lineman to run a 40 because the lineman can't even run down the field unless we're doing a screenplay. So that's irrelevant also. So
I agree.
I don't know, man. To
I
me,
think, Coach, they make it a lot about nothing. The
mm-hmm,
kid to me is going to be a good player in the league for
mm-hmm.
some team.
Oh yeah,
Do I hope is Ohio? I mean, I hope it's the Browns. Yeah, because we need receiving help. But at the same time, the kid's been through so much, man. I think his mom died.
yep.
Got
His
shot and
mom
killed, I
did
think, maybe his sophomore year or
sophomore
something like
year of
that.
college. Yeah,
So, and then he was, raising, his siblings and everything. Man, listen, man,
yeah.
I ain't not paying no attention because when I cut on that tape and I watch him at the Buckets, I see a dog. So I don't care about that 40 time.
And like to me, it makes me think of Michael Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Thomas was decent. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State receiver. He was nice. But when he got to the NFL, it was like, where the hell did this player come from?
Yeah.
So all it is just let me get my foot through the door. Let me get in. Let me do what I need to do. And I'm going to show you what I need to do. The question is he a first-round draft pick, though?
I think he is.
Is he a sixth-round pick?
If I'm the Browns, he's my 6th-round pick.
Okay.
I'm telling you, he is. I'm gonna say this. It was one time that he was available and I didn't take him. I traded back to the 8th,
Okay.
and I drafted Caleb Downs, and I picked up damn near another 1st-round pick. It was an early 2nd-round pick, so I ended up damn near with 3 1st-round picks. So
right.
I could not have did that. So that was the one time I took Caleb Downs, and I came back and I took 2 receivers, and then after that, I addressed the offensive line, and then I grabbed me a tight end and kept it moving.
Okay.
It was only one time, but every time since I did it, Coach, is either he's drafted by the Jets or the Giants or the Browns.
And that's interesting because, I mean, I honestly see him going to Tennessee because they need weapons. They got a good group of weapons, but they need another one.
Yeah,
that's going to solidify that receiving core. But they got good weapons.
Yeah, they do.
It's just they're all young, so let's see what they're gonna look like this year because they got a new coach who's going to instill some new stuff in them too. So we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead. Hey, I did want to ask you a question though, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about Fernando Mendoza opting not to throw at the combine, but everybody gave Shador shit for saying the same exact thing? What's your take on that? I know you saw it on the Shador files, but I've had conversations with people even before that. So what's your take on that? How do you feel about that?
Coach, it's only white. I mean, it's only right. Like, come on, man. Like, it's of course they were going to dehumanize, demean a black person for doing something and praising a white person for doing something. It's the law of the world right now, Coach. I mean, It's been that way.
Yeah,
like, I'm not shocked at it because it is what it is. Like, we seen what Shador did last year. Oh, I'm not throwing the combine, I'm throwing my college. People got mad. Current Heisman winner, national champion, does the exact same thing a year later. Everybody's like, "Oh, what a great kid! What great character! He's gonna make sure the lights are on his teammates and great idea and all this." Man, fuck all that shit, man. Y'all dog Shador for this shit.
Dog
if y'all dog him. But either way, it's expected.
Yeah,
it's expected. I can't even be mad at it.
I just to me, what I get irritated about, because like I say all the time, we are in the media space. And what I don't like is that none of the black reporters have called this out.
And
none of them has sat back and said, but when Shador said this, y'all crucified him for it. But now Fernando does it, and now all of a sudden, he's the greatest thing ever. I just don't get it. Like they make every excuse. Oh, that's a great thing. That shows leadership. He's gonna, I'm like, come on, man. Like, are we really doing this? Are y'all really doing that for real?
His coach, they are like one thing with the media that I realized. And I wish I'd have realized this a long time ago.
Somebody said Cassanders is trash.
Okay, whatever.
Exactly.
One thing I realized, I should have realized it. I wish I realized a long time ago. The media is bought and paid for. They're just bought voices. Like they don't. People like them that just go with whoever pay them. I don't listen to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I spend more time. Like you don't see me watching the ESPNs. I don't watch the CNNs. I don't watch none of that stuff. Like you will see me more watching stuff on TikTok or Instagram from regular people like us that ain't bought and paid for it and are told to have a certain opinion. I want the true opinion. They trash. Last person that I ever listened to that I had faith in was Stuart Scott. And he ain't here no more. So that's it.
So they said he played for Colorado, bro. Come on. But see, I can't stand that statement because people obviously don't understand how trash Colorado was until they came there and changed everything. And that happened on the back of Shador. Like he took them to a bowl game, something they hadn't been to in years. So you think Sanders is going to be a good quarterback maybe one day? Yes, most definitely. His rookie year was not poo-poo at all. It was a rookie year. That's exactly what it was.
To go on what dude just said, he played at Colorado. Okay, he played at Jackson State. Yeah. Brought Jackson State from a losing program to a winning program. Went to Colorado, won games there, brought all sorts of national attention to that school.
Turned it from a losing program to a winning program.
Yeah. But what's your point that he played at Colorado? What's the fucking point? Isn't that still, big time college football?
Apparently not. So Indiana just became a program that people paid attention to the last 2 years. Nobody has ever looked at Indiana as a powerhouse program. Indiana was just on the same level as Colorado until they got the coach the last 2 years.
And they not. The sun shines on a dog's ass at least once a day. So Indiana's gonna go back to being Indiana. Listen, Cignetti, great coach, but he also brought in a team full of fucking 30-year-olds, okay?
Their response was Dak Prescott's rookie year was 13-3.
No one cares about Dakota Prescott.
Okay, but what was Peyton Manning's rookie season? And he's hands down greater than Dak Prescott.
Are we really talking about Rain Dakota Prescott?
Dakota Prescott, who's hoping to hold on to his job still.
Okay.
Oh my Lord.
We're not talking about Rain, okay? We're not talking about Rain Dakota Prescott. We don't care.
It took Peyton Manning 9 years to get to a Super Bowl. Now what? How many has Dak Prescott gotten to?
None.
It took Drew Brees 10 years to get to a Super Bowl, but now what? So Shador just did his rookie year. So I'm not really understanding what point you're trying to make. You giving me context, but that context is null and void because
the point that they're trying to make is I'm a fucking hater.
So are you saying that it's going to take Shador that long to get to the Super Bowl? I mean, hell, Sam Darnold was in the league for a while. He was considered a bust. And he got to a Super Bowl. He got to a Super Bowl before a lot of the top quarterbacks right now. So the point is, like, it's not all strictly on the quarterback. Everything got to line up. The coaching, the defense, the offensive weapons. It ain't all just on him. I'm just saying, y'all putting Sanders on a pedestal because he's Deion's son. You ain't hear me mention Deion's son once. I didn't mention Deion's son once. The reason why I put him on a pedestal is because there's so many people trying to tear him down. If he wasn't Deion's son, people would be talking about he was the first round draft pick. But because he's Deion's son, y'all want to try to knock him down because y'all look at him as privileged, not realizing that he had to earn everything he got on that football field. Even though his dad was the coach, he still had to go out and ball. What's up?
He could be Jesse Jackson's son. I don't give a fuck. It didn't matter. We don't care. He's not. We don't care that he's Deion's son. It has nothing to do with anything.
He is
I'm not
privileged
judging him
and has
because I'm
talent.
not judging the kid based off of who his father is. I'm judging the kid off of the games that I watched and how he played.
Exactly.
Who his father is.
I challenge people all the time when I say go watch how he played against USC when they were losing, and he put the team on his back and slung the hell out of that ball. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just go watch those highlights. You will understand that this kid it's not about privilege. Yeah, he had some opportunity, but the difference of it is he had to earn everything. Football is an earn me sport, not a give me sport. It ain't like Bronny, where his dad literally put him in the NBA. Shador had to earn his shit. And they still got people trying to shut down everything he's doing. Come on, man. This ain't about that. This is deeper than that. Look, bro, it's nothing personal. I value your opinion. It's yours. I'm not, it's not right or wrong. I'm just telling you, watch him. That's all you got to do. Watch what he do this year.
That's all we asking. Like, just watch the film. Like, I got to say, bro. I don't never put on the film and like or watch a game like, oh, that's so and so's son. No, and I give him a discount. No, I'm going to watch the game, and I watched it when I watched Colorado play and leading up to the draft. I went back and watched some of their games. I even watched when he played at Jackson State. I never paid attention because it was Deion's son. I paid attention because everybody else was talking about the kid, and he performed.
And this is another thing you go off of. When he left Jackson State, they dropped back down. When he left Colorado, they lost a bunch of games. So that shows you that he did something. He was doing something. Y'all talking about Jackson State and nobody division. Okay.
It's HBCU. Don't stop calling it nobody, bro.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. That is all right. All right.
Give a little respect.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead. So, Coach, we're gonna do an NFL draft show live somewhere.
When is that joint again?
April 23rd, I believe.
Yeah, make sure I'm around. April 23rd. Yeah, we can figure that out. There's enough time. We can figure it out.
Okay. How many times did you hear Jackson State in the college football? When you talk about HBCUs, you hear it a lot. I mean, that's just what it is.
And that's the problem, my dude. You need to expand your horizon. Because when you watch football, if you're a football fan, you watch all sorts of football.
All sorts of football.
I watch the Sun Belt. I watched Mount Union Division 3s and the Division 2s. I watched everything. I even watched, what was it? Saginaw Valley State. Any game that was on, I watched. And that's even down to the XFL, the UFL, even like I said, the Canadian Football League. If you're a football fan and you love football, you're going to watch it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. And you ain't going to try to discount it because it's the HBCU, because there's a ton of NFL players that come from HBCU. So
exactly,
you can't do that either. So that's just about, you know what I'm saying, like he said, broadening your horizons, learning to look at different things and be open to other stuff. Because there's some games you'll see down there that play harder than you'll see in Big Ten games.
Yeah.
It's just facts. It's just bigger players. That's all it is in some places. So let's go ahead, Coach. We got to move on because we're running out of time. So I got two things I want to talk about. So we might as well go ahead and get into our entertainment section of it because you know what has been going on in this world, man. 50 Cent versus the whole Harris family. Man, this battle, first off, I think 50 a clown for this one. Like I usually love 50 trolling. I love Cameron's trolling. But 50 a clown for this one. And the reason why he's a clown for this one is because if you just didn't want to do the verses, just say you didn't want to do the verses. But you went ahead and you went at this man's wife. For what? She wasn't the one asking for verses. So, Coach.
I talked about this with my lady, man. And this is it. I believe two things is possible out of this whole scenario.
Okay.
First scenario, you got to understand 50 is a master marketer. So I believe this. Well, I don't believe this could be one. Like I said, this one story, which is, oh, all right. He sat down with Ti and they planned this whole shit out. They planned it out.
I said that too. I said that too.
I'm gonna say something about your wife. Then you gonna drop your shit. Then your son gonna drop his shit. Then the other son. That could be it, and then they can still end up doing the verses anyway. I think it might be there's a market in the build up the versus hype. Don't know.
It could be,
and then this is the second thing. 50 is petty, but people got to also understand this. This man is petty, diabolical. Mm-hmm. What I mean is this. Yes, 50 ain't gonna do no diss tracks. That ain't him. But I feel like he's gonna do something to the Harris family that is gonna it's gonna hurt them a lot. And one of the things that I seen today, he's supposedly, quote unquote, producing this documentary with about 30 women that said, quote unquote, that T.I. and Tiny,
sexually trafficked them.
Yeah, moved them around and did stuff. So you gotta understand this man. He's petty, diabolical. For the love of God, he got Cameron evicted. Not Cameron, but Jim Jones evicted from his own studio.
Yeah,
he went into business with the man that owned the building. So he's that type of revengeful. And I told my girl this. I think he learned that from Michael Jackson. And people, when I say this, people don't understand this. So at a certain point in time, remember Eminem started to beef with Michael Jackson?
There was an Eminem beef with Michael Jackson?
He tried to come at Mike.
Okay.
Mike was so
I remember you always make songs and throw little jabs at him in his songs.
Little jabs about him. But Mike was so gangster. Mike said, you know what? Yeah, you can take your little jabs, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy your whole catalog. I'm going to buy you. So every time you working, you're making money for me. And that's what Michael Jackson did. And I think somewhat he learned that through that beef with Mike and M. That's how that's the ultimate revenge. Is to stop all your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's that petty, diabolical that I think it might be number 2.
I don't know. I said that it was, I think it might be a ploy to push it up, but I will say, I liked all of the diss tracks, especially Damani's Miss Jackson. Mm-hmm. And I like King's little diss track too, because King came at him like 50 Cent would come at somebody.
It's something about that little boy I just don't like. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because he an ugly dude. We just gonna keep it 100. He an ugly little dude.
One of those characters off of that Nickelodeon cartoon, Coach. The wild Thornberries, man. He remind me of the Wild Thornberries, man.
He funny as hell though, man. The way he been trolling on this,
yeah.
He on 50 Cent's time right now. Like the way he trolling, he done made a shirt of 50 Cent's mom and put it, man. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Harris family. Even the baby got on the phone and started singing. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that one.
Baby got on the phone and started singing.
I'm gonna say that. You gotta understand, man. 50. I'm gonna give you a new word, man. He's petabolical, man. He's petty.
Petabolical.
So you watch out with him, man.
Hey, it's something gonna be coming. Did you see his response diss track though?
Whose?
50's.
No, I ain't see it.
It's out there. And
check it out.
It's like an AI video. And it's like 50 acting like he a referee in the ring between Floyd Mayweather and T.I. and T.I. get knocked out. Then he got 50 acting like he Willy Wonka, and then Tiny is one of the little and he take her and throw her somewhere. And then it was something else, man. I was like, this dude tripping. The song is not good at all. Yeah. Like you catch a little bit of the stuff. The video it's the visuals that's hilarious. The visuals are on time for this one. That's great. Yeah, man. So I don't know. Well, what did it say? 50 messing with a YN that just don't care. Hey, but truth be told, I'm rooting for the Harris family on this one because they protecting their mama. They
No, I
protecting
get
their
it.
mama, and that's just what it all comes down to. I like 50 Cent's petty, but I think he a clown for this one, for real.
No, that's what I said. I get it. I got why they all jumped out the window. You know what I'm saying? And more power to them. You would like that to see that. You would like to see that in any family. You know what I'm saying?
Most
I get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking. Let me get that. Make y'all understand that I ain't taking nothing away from them kids for defending their mama. Go ahead and do y'all thing.
Right. So that's I was sitting back and I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be crazy." Hey, real quick before we get into our politics talk,
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Mayweather coming back to fight. What's your thought on that? Because I already said he was gonna be broke soon. And so
I don't want to see him and Manny Pacquiao. I'm cool, man.
Yeah, I don't want to see Manny either because I was a diehard Manny fan and he let me down with that last fight. He took a dive. I don't care what anybody say.
And I think this is gonna be another one of them dive situations. Y'all old, like nobody. I don't want to see that. I don't know. I wish boxing went back to when boxing was you had multiple champs, multiple known people in each weight class.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It fell off, man, and I'm cool. I don't want to see. And I think Floyd was the reason why it fell off with him towards the end, not really fighting, but just moving and sticking and just winning off of points. That's where I think it kind of faded to me.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. I don't want to see him fight, but I mean, obviously, I'm gonna watch it because it's gonna be on Netflix, and I pay for the shit. So, but my thing is like Manny let me down on the last fight, and so so what that mean? You about to come in and take another dive, and I don't want to see that. If you ain't gonna fight him the way you supposed to fight him, I don't want to see it. Plus, y'all old as shit right now. It took too long for the first fight to take place. It took over 5 to 6 times, 5 to 6 years for that fight to even take place. So that in itself was just whack to me. So I don't want to see none of that other shit, man. Like,
either.
All right, Coach, let's move on to our next topic, man. It's our politics time, and we are running out of time, but it's all good because we usually go over anyway. But your favorite guy got us in another war. And I'm hearing all of these MAGA people. We're not in the war. Y'all just don't understand what's going on. For 47 years, there's been an issue over in Israel, and we're trying to be the ones to take care of the situation. And it's like, man, shut up. This war only took place because this man don't want them fouls to drop. And people are sitting back trying to make excuses for it. Everybody has woken up by now. Everybody is seeing what is going on. We know you in them files. We know that there's a part of those files that's specifically just you, that people are finally starting to let it go. Confident lady said she knew it was coming. I told people 2 years ago, I said, go check my TikTok page. I told people 2 years ago this was coming. And now we here. And everybody's like, oh, it's because they got nuclear weapons. If you do your history and research, this man, Benjamin Ben Netanyahu, whatever his damn name is, has been saying this shit for every president for the last 37 years. And had us in, what's that war we had? Was it the Gulf War? No, it wasn't called the Gulf War. Afghanistan. It had us out over in Iraq.
He had us over there for 20-something years. Everything that happened in the Middle East, he had us in, Coach.
Weapons of mass destruction. We was looking stupid for 20-something years. We finally get out of there. And now we got Donald Trump's dumbass taking us back over there talking about, they got nuclear weapons. So now y'all about to risk all these people.
I think my thing is this, Coach, man. We are old enough to remember 9/11, all that stuff that happened over in Iraq, and how the United States people was basically lied to about weapons of mass destruction. So basically, they tried to make you fall for the banana in the tailpipe again.
Yep.
There is no weapons of mass destruction. If there is, Iran don't have them, and if they do have them, it ain't for offensive capabilities. It's more so to protect themselves. And I don't mind other countries trying to protect themselves, because I'm looking at it like, the evil shit that these other countries do, you have to have some type of protection.
You gotta have something. Especially look at America right now. We running through different countries. This supposed peace president has already bombed 7 different countries. 7 different countries.
But he won the Nobel Peace Prize, Coach.
Come on, man. And it's like Iran has nuclear weapons. We know this. That's fact. They have nuclear weapons.
You know who's got nuclear weapons and won't let America in and won't let another country in on the grounds to see it?
Who?
Israel.
Yeah.
Israel have nuclear weapons. They stole the nuclear weapons, how to make them from America.
Exactly. And doing genocide in that damn country as right now as we talk about too. So it's like the part that's so annoying, man, is that what I don't understand why we keep going through these cycles of stupid people. Like we keep going through cycles of stupid people because I watched MS Now because it ain't MSNBC no more. MS Now. Right before I got on here, they were talking about this one Republican guy, and he's just sounded stupid talking about the same exact thing. They've had these weapons, and now Donald Trump is the one that's going to do something about it. No, Donald Trump is the gullible one who fell for the stuff, but ultimately it's because he knows they're like, if you don't do this, we're going to release what we have on you. And so he's like, all right, hey, Seth, go ahead and drop a bomb.
Mm-hmm. This is how you know it ain't really going as good as they thought it was going. Ain't none of his people been out on television. He's been recording these little briefings and sending them out to the world, well, to whatever media stations. It ain't going over too well. And then also, like in the time spot, I also heard that supposedly, put this in air quote because this is just what I've been seeing from other countries over in Twitter. Supposedly, Israel got caught setting fire to and dropping bombs on what is that? I think it was Saudi Arabia's oil fields to do a false flag so they could get involved against Iran. Like we not coming after your oil. We if anything, we're bombing U.S. bases in your country. That's it.
Right.
So I think the world is catching on to Israel throwing their rock and hiding their hands, and America coming in and helping them, because you see other countries like UK, they're like, hey, y'all can use our bases for defense only, but ain't no offensive shit coming out of here. We not doing that.
They even said they was pulling their troops out.
Yeah.
They said they were pulling their troops out. Yeah.
I think they starting to realize like all this shit is coming down because y'all everybody wants to have the back of the bad, well, I'm just saying this because they might not be the bad kid, but quote unquote the bad kid, Israel, the kid that, throws the brick at the window and then the people come out and he don't got nothing to do with it, and then the rest of y'all in trouble.
Right.
So I think they starting to catch on, and it's like, let me say this. Israel as a country, if they're being attacked, has a right to defend them people. They don't have the right to attack other people, and then when other people attack them, they attacked us first. We saw what happened.
You don't get to be the bully and the victim at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that.
Yeah.
And the crazy part of it is what America is not paying attention to is that Iran ain't no slouch ass country. Like they can battle us.
Dude, Coach, they holding their own. They bombed other countries at the same time as they
exactly. Exactly.
Listen.
They can literally battle with us. Like, see, like gaslighting happens, man. Like when you keep telling everybody that we're the supreme power and all this other stuff, so you hit like a Venezuela or Argentina and stuff like that's small shit. Now you coming to Iran, and Iran is like, okay, so this is what y'all did. Y'all bombed our schoolgirls. I'm gonna up y'all, and I'm gonna bomb your bases.
And they got that one thing that I have not heard no American military person say that they have, which is one thing that Iran has over us is those hypersonic missiles that are fast as fuck.
Yep.
And they, like how they said, we are not aiming for the United States itself. We're
No.
defending ourselves, so we're going after these bases and we're using them. And unfortunately, right now, the majority of their hypersonic weapons are being fired at Israel, Tel Aviv mainly, and the other city in Israel.
Yeah.
So, and then also you got to think about it too. You got other countries that's like kind of helping them out too. Like you got China that's helping.
China ain't even started yet because China had already put the warning out. They said if y'all bomb them, we're gonna intervene, and China ain't even jumped in yet.
No, they have intervened with firepower. They intervened with sending drones, and reconnaissance stuff out to kind of pinpoint, like find out where certain targets are at, like that. Because I heard like before we got on here, they bombed someplace in Tel Aviv that almost wiped out all of Netanyahu's top the leaders, military leaders.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that one, but like you said, it's right before you got on.
Yeah.
So.
And then also it's they keep on saying that Netanyahu got hurt or he's not alive. I don't know because it's conflicting reports.
Hey, I know if he does, Trump in trouble. If that happens, Trump gonna be in trouble if that take place.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's a sticky thing, man. It's funny because I seen a quote. Remember when Israel when they had when was it? Iran had those hostages or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because they let go all the black hostages, and their reason for letting go all the black hostages and harming them, there's like, shit, y'all already being oppressed in America. We ain't about to fuck with y'all.
Hey, man. So yeah, dude, that's crazy. We got flagged for misinformation, which we're reciting literally stuff that is on the news network. So we haven't done anything, but we done got flagged for misinformation.
Well, if it's misinformation, Coach, I said it's confirmed, unconfirmed. I don't know. So whatever. Just let you know what I saw on Twitter.
It's just because we talking about their president that they, saying that they sold out to. So
listen, at the end, like how Trump said, some people are going to die.
Man,
he said it.
He did.
He know it ain't gonna be him, but the man said it.
All right, Coach. So we already 7 minutes over, but let's go ahead and get off your chest before they mess around and ban us. You got something you want to get off your chest, man?
Yeah, man. Just go back on this war stuff, man. It's funny because I woke up the morning and before I even got on Twitter or anything or picked up my phone or even cut the TV on, I just had an uneasy feeling. I'm like, something ain't right. And I said, oh shit. We done bomb motherfuckers now. Like, what's going on? Why we gotta do shit in the wee hours of the night when niggas asleep?
Right.
But no, just to say this, man. I keep on telling y'all, man. This is not what God wanted us to be doing. None of this, man. Like, y'all not understanding. Like, y'all are not understanding the preciousness of life, bro. Like, you only get one. Yeah. You get one life, but you get to wake up and live that life every day for hours. How many long days God wants you to be here?
Yep.
He did not put us here to be warmongering and killing each other and doing all this dumb shit. And it's sad to say, I heard somebody say this, man, the other day, that they said like this world is not God's world, it's the devil's world. I guess they said it's written in scripture or something like that. I'm not sure.
I saw that.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's just, to me, Coach, man, it's just sad because I look at like all these people. Like none of these soldiers really want war. Like they don't. They want to get their money, go see other countries and live their life. Nobody really wants this, bro. And it's just a certain few that's been driving us towards war, and they the ones who are making the money because they're selling the arms on both sides, and they're reaping. They're not losing either way it go, because whatever infrastructure or city get demolished, they're the ones who are being brought in to build it back up.
Right.
So I need people to understand this, and I don't know if y'all, if please, this is my last thing. If y'all get a chance, I think it was Salt from Salt and Pepper did put something out on Twitter, and she kind of explains the music industry and what's being done in this world. And if you get a chance, watch it. it ain't nothing but maybe like 5 minutes long. And she put it out. It was on Twitter where I first saw it. It's very interesting. I had to listen to her because she is in the music industry. Everybody knows Salt from Salt and Pepper. She breaks a lot of shit down. And so if you get a chance, find it on Twitter. It is what it is. Lastly, man, listen, man. Love on everybody like it's your last time seeing them, because ain't none of this shit promised, man. That's it.
Facts. All right, mine is gonna be real simple and quick. It's just like this. Y'all president sat back and said that we're going to lose a lot of lives, but that's basically the punishment, or that's the, what happens in war. But he himself has never been a soldier. He himself actually colluded to get himself out of the draft. On top of it, old Bone Spurts himself would never, and none of the people that's with him would never put their kids and family members on the front line of this war.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. All right, y'all. That brings us to the end of our show. As you know, we already got flagged for misinformation, even though we're speaking truthful information. I'm just saying that shit just gets on my nerves, though, man. Because you can't tell that the fact we're journalists also. We're telling the goddamn story. So it's like, I don't know. That shit just irritates me. But anyways, this brings us to the end of our show. I'm Doss. This is Coach Shot. Y'all know we do this every Monday, Eastern Standard Time, 7 to 8 p.m. We appreciate y'all as always. We always love the interaction we have with everybody. AG, it's all cool, man. You be sitting in as the guest speaker with us anyway, so we appreciate you for logging in,
brother.
And we'll see y'all next week, y'all. All right, peace.
Peace, y'all. Keep flagging us.
Yep, keep on